All right, ready?
Hey everybody! Rick is gonna play us a song. Okay. There we go. So how's everybody doing? So this is the start of our A20 Developer Series. I have Rick and Joel with me. We are gonna cover a lot of topics. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, actually, hey, say something, guys. Say hello. Make sure that sound levels are still good.
Hello. How you doing? How you doing, guys?
Perfect.
And girls.
Okay. So, we have a little bit of agenda we're going to go through. We're going to talk about a lot of different features that are coming. And then also, we will be doing a Q&A at the end, like we normally do. And as an added bonus, we will be giving out keys. Some of them, the mods have keys that they will be giving out while we're streaming. So it's basically first come, first serve. We're not going to do a raffle or anything. So if you see a key, you don't have the game, copy it, paste it into Steam. Hopefully you're the first one to get it. Other than that, let's see. You guys, Rick, you wanna get us started?
Okay,
Go ahead.
All right, so I want to talk a little bit about, speculation out there. A lot of people have said, what's taken so long for this game to go gold? There's only 15 fun pimps. We're nearing 60 people, and the last year, 90% of those resources have been put onto 7 Days to Die. And so Alpha 20 is got, 90% of 60 people working for a year on it. A lot of content. So let's dispel that myth. We've invested in people, and we have a great team. A lot of people that have bust butt that love 7 Days and have a passion for it. Our goal, we want to go gold next year. Two big features, Joel, are what?
You put me on the spot. What?
He was zoned out. Wait, what?
Bandits, and we're overhauling the player armor. So
the 21. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
players 21. Absolutely. We're gonna do Bandits and new character armor system and all new meshes. It'll be amazing. Concept art is great. We've already got some of the models. We're not really going to get into that this evening, but that's working on in the background, and that'll be Alpha 21.
So we want to go into gold next year. We're going to do our best, but we have a vision for this game. If it's not good enough to meet that vision, then we're going to keep going. That's what we'll do. That's what we've always done.
Yeah, until it's good, until it's done.
On top of that, we're in negotiations with several companies on being our console porting partner. So rest assured, it's coming back to console. It's we want to do that. We're committed to that, and it's going to happen. It may not happen when you want it to, but it will happen. So we wanted to at least let you guys know that we're thinking about you, and we're moving in the business direction to make that happen. So, well, without further ado, let's get into some of the Alpha 20 features.
Sure.
The first one is a brand new random gen. The team, Robert, Brad, are the mains, and Justin's done stamps, Robert's doing the algorithm, Brad's doing the design aspects for tile sets in Random Gen, which is a huge change to Random Gen. Not only is Random Gen faster, it has random biomes. There's districts, so these districts have downtown, city center, industrial, commercial, residential, rural, country, town, wilderness, country, residential. There's over 50 city block tiles that have a look towards those type of districts, and ghost towns, country towns are new. The speed of the tool is great. The elevation changes in the roads look really good. we are super excited about Random Gen. Joel's been playing it. Maybe he can talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I've seen street lights, stop signs. I'm seeing cul-de-sacs and houses that circle around it. Stuff that was virtually impossible to do before. We've always wanted to see. I'm seeing it now, and overall, it's like you're going through a city or even a residential area, and sometimes you feel walled off. Like it was all very open before. It feels more dense, more populated. It looks eye dropping. It's stunning. So I'm really amazed at everything I've seen, and I've only seen a little bit of it. I've only played and tested.
It is pretty stellar, and we're super excited about it. It has custom map support, so you can tweak the terrain, the frequency of POIs, the city frequencies in the previewer to your liking. The guys from the Random Gen team are going to be featuring a more in-depth look at it all. We don't have an exact schedule, but they're on the slate to come up. And
coming Wednesday.
Yeah, on
Wednesday.
We're gonna do these every Wednesday until 20 drops. And but Lathan's gonna show you some of the tiles and then how they kind of load in POIs randomly in the editor. We wanted to take a look at that.
Hey, can we stall for another 3 minutes?
We can
keep talking about something else for a minute.
So,
Pro streamer here, everybody. I forgot to switch over to the 20 branch.
Like a random fact, someone told me that an 8K world has like 1,400 unique POIs, and I thought that was crazy when I heard that. And also, we can do 10K worlds. I don't know how long that's been a thing, but
that's right. It supports 4K, 8K, and 10K worlds. There's custom stamps and algorithms to populate the wilderness and city POIs based on those sizes, which is pretty darn cool. So this is a whole gutting of Random Gen. We've learned a lot from building previous versions of Random Gen, and Robert is probably one of the world's foremost experts on Random Gen world creation, because not a lot of games are doing this stuff.
And I will say one more thing that impressed me. I was running through the wilderness, and I saw mountain ranges so large. I haven't seen anything like it since Alpha 16. So I was really impressed with the winding roads and trails. Just felt like a lot of the places we've camped and visited was just amazing work.
It is pretty good. Yeah, it's we can't. It sounds like a lot of hype, but we've grown more in the last since Alpha 19 than we have all the other years combined. So this team is really, you guys are going to be floored by the amount of content that this Alpha offers, and it's pretty special.
It has to be the biggest and best Alpha we've ever done.
And in about 4 minutes, you're going to get to see it as they keep talking about stuff. And I don't know what's going on with Steam. I thought it would be done by now. So let's.
Well, we can go on to it. Let's roll forward on a topic that doesn't need visuals. We could talk a little bit about. Let me roll forward here.
Sure.
Okay, so there's a new thing. So a guy named Danny Richardson, who's been modding 7 Days for quite some time, he came to the Fun Pimps with a dream and an idea and a prototype of dynamically rendered imposters, meaning your player bases, when you go in the distance, it'll change them. If you build a tower to the sky that's your base, it'll represent that in the distant terrain, so you can see your base, and you can see opposing guy's base if you're playing PvP, or your friend's base at the distance. And so we liked what he was doing. We hired him, and there's some options in the game menu, but the default option is going to be it'll render your own player bases near your bedroll and land claim. So that's pretty darn cool that you can see your base from a long ways away. It's not just other POIs.
All you castle builders rejoice! You can finally see your work from a mile away in the game. It's really really nice.
Yeah, it'll. We've stress tested it. It works really good. You can crank up more settings on if you choose to do so on it, which it runs pretty good even on the highest settings. So Joel just went to the bathroom or something.
Joel's just like, I'm done.
No,
I'm
I
out.
turned the light on.
Screw this. I'm done.
So I turned the light up.
Yeah, no. They've been asking why you live in a cave, and I was like, I don't know, man. It's there's nothing wrong with it. We don't judge.
You can see a little bit better now.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, don't moles live in kind of caves?
Yeah, we do.
I see what you did there.
Crawl spaces.
I see what you did there. Okay, that's at 91%. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, the next one.
I promise we're going back, everybody. So yeah.
So there's another one. We could get into some of the tool aspects of this, but there's the level editor is continuing to improve. There's a new world editor that allows you to place POIs easier and delete them in worlds for custom worlds. And we'll get into this in a little while. There's a creative menu is kind of been completely refactored with shape support. So when a new shape is added to the game, it can be in all the material types easily for level of designers and for in-game world builder guys. We're going to show that in a little while here. That's pretty exciting.
Would you like us to show that? I mean, we could just show the shape.
Yeah, we could. Let's roll.
I mean, it doesn't have like a requirement.
All right, sure. Go ahead and show the one of those, and we can.
Okay. Okay, so here, I'm going to do this, everybody. We're going to make this bigger so you all can see it, because this is the screenshot I have.
So this is
when it's going to disappear. Hold on.
When you craft like a wood frame in the game, it disappeared.
Hold on. No, it's okay. It decided it wanted to go. There we go. So can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you see that the toolbar has been replaced. We've organized it much better on the left bar there, where you can go into categories. When you craft, this is a concrete helper in this particular case, but you can go into basics, shapes, advanced shapes, round shapes, angled shapes, split shapes, stairs, catwalks, and so forth. And when you craft a wood frame in the game, you can use the radial menu to change it to any of the multitude of shapes. So you don't have to have a recipe for all these individual shapes in the game. It's one recipe, and it unlocks, what is it, 1,400 shapes?
Yeah, like 1,400 different shapes.
1,200.
No.
Over,
nearly 1,200.
Nearly 1,200 unique shapes in the game, and you don't have to keep track of all those recipes. It's like, it's wood, so you can craft a wood.
This right here, what you're seeing, this right here, what you're seeing is the next block. Yeah. And then this is in the editor. I was going to go ahead and go through the screenshots we have.
There you go. That's an actual in-game shot. The other one was the editor.
The other one was the editor. That's right.
So it's a little easier to read and laid out, more friendly for the user.
And so if you click on the base, if you don't do anything, you'll craft a wood meter. But otherwise you can change that wood meter with the radial menu to any of those shapes. It's very accessible. It expands to your level of interest. And this is showing kind of this test map that Alan put together that has 1,200 shapes in it.
Yes. This is all of them, everybody.
You can do anything, practically anything you can imagine you can do now. It's amazing. Builders are just going, between this and the distant terrain where you can see your fort from a mile away, it's going to be amazing for builders.
part of that too was streamlining the material types. So there's weak wood, cobblestone, concrete, and steel. And we've simplified that sort of upgrade path just a little bit and made that easier to understand. And
wood is pretty decent. We buffed its health, so it's not so useless anymore. So wood is pretty good. But we did simplify the upgrade chain and got rid of the reinforced variants. But everything it'll feel similar to before after you get upgraded.
If you're used to building with this in game, you can transfer over to the level editor and be right at home because it's basically identical in its finding shapes and its interface.
So very powerful and kind of very similar workflow now.
So that was a bit of work for us to change over. And the neat thing is on the back end is when a new shape comes in, it's declared once and it's inherited into the other material types. And it doesn't have to be declared in XML in multiple spots in the code. It really was a quality of life for development. And because of that, the level designers have just really kind of improved a lot of POIs in the game. There was some other stuff.
Here, let me go ahead and close this and get.
So there's going to be an upcoming stream that focuses a lot more on this to show you guys that off in game. But we don't want to steal the thunder of the upcoming stream. We're here to show you a high level of this stuff, and so you get the big picture.
So now we're going to go ahead and show you the editor that we talked about before. Now that Steam let me get 7 days updated to the right version. So give me just a moment to get it up and going. And then, exactly. I should have been a little bit more prepared, everybody. I do apologize. We did talk about this 2 days ago.
Do we need another topic?
No. It's starting up. And we're just going into the editor, everybody. So this isn't like loading into a map or anything like that. This is going to be really quick. So here, let me switch over to... So Rick and Joel are going to disappear for a minute. And you're stuck with me. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so once we get in here, we are A20 B159. I know a lot of you are looking at that right now.
So a lot of build numbers.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I'm not saving anything.
I want to see 160. It's got the new grass in it, and lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
We could probably load up a world and run around a little bit at the end.
Well, we're going to show them a picture that shows the grass. I mean, we have a few screenshots that show off the new environments.
We do actually.
So I mean, we're trying not to show you all too much because we have other streams where people are going to be talking about what they worked on, and so we want them to be able to kind of give you the big reveal on some of these things, but we want to give you a good taste of everything. We got a lot of features that we want to cover, so let's make sure. Where am I? Okay.
Okay, so we're back to random jam. We want to show you what the hold on.
Is that a new POI that I just showed unintentionally?
Looks like the old hotel redone or something.
It looks like it's been worked on.
Okay,
it's hard to tell what this goes. So let's load up RWG tile downtown _tile _downtown. So this is part of the random gen.
This one? Yeah.
Straight. Try straight.
Try straight.
Yeah, downtown straight, right there.
Okay.
Second one from the bottom. Load that one up.
Oh, no, I got it.
So,
go ahead.
So you see these those areas there that are kind of have volumes, and the arrows show the facing direction. The volumes show the type of POI or the size bucket, if you will. The level designers have been working hard. They have organized a lot of the POIs into about 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. And so this tile here is a downtown city area. You can see a clock tower there for downtown, but it will randomly pick this tile to lay out in a random gen town, and it'll randomly pick the contents of this. There's even
the magic button.
There's even parts spawners that can expand it, but we're not going to get into too much of that because we want to let the random gen team show that off in a future stream. So Lathan, if you hit the Control Shift A, you can it'll load a random set of POIs in the editor, like here. So you can.
Now it is going to take like 20 seconds, I think it is, the first time.
I think it's faster than that, but it's okay.
Well, remember, I'm streaming also, so
bear with
taking
us.
Up. Yeah. You know you want to work. I'm kidding. I know it's going to work, everybody. Okay, so disregard the flashing on the bottoms of it. You know, like
Z fighting, they call it.
Z fighting.
So it's loading in random POIs into this tile that fit the description of belonging in downtown and being of a particular size category. And if he hits Control Shift A again, it'll load up a new set of randomly. So when this tile is chosen to be in random gen in a city and it populates it, it's random. Its contents is random. There's a parking garage that's random over there. There's these tiles have a lot of interest in them. There's potential parts that spawn. There's some of them have sewers that you can go into with zombies.
Yeah, it's totally awesome.
There's some crazy stuff.
Aqueducts.
And you just saw that in the editor, the guys built it up so that the level designers can use this feature to simulate what it's like to load up a city tile. And we have over 50 city tiles of various districts. Some are commercial, some are residential, some are downtown city center. There's ghost town tiles even, so we can build a ghost town in the desert, for example, in the game, and they look really good. It looks like
we also don't we like line the outskirts of towns with like rural districts now?
There's less populated rural on the outskirts.
So the town gets more dense as you move towards the center of it, just like most real towns do.
Yes, exactly. So there's barns and kind of old gas stations and stuff you might expect to see as you move into the rural spaces. Just go ahead and hit Control Shift A again one more time from this distance so they can kind of see it happen. So it's loading in.
Yeah, remember there's a little bit of a delay, so.
There's a lot of content and it randomizes it. Why don't you load up RWG tile downtown intersection 2, and let's take a look at that one real quick. Intersection 2. So there could be more than one intersection, more than one T, more than one cat, more than one corner, and you can see there's an overpass built into this one. And it has like bigger buildings, so this is like where if this tile loads up, it tends to load some pretty big POIs, like a Jishong Tower there.
Yeah.
And it has some of the bigger ones. And there's a new POI over there, that one to the left there. We'll show that in a little while here.
Okay. I was moving, so I don't know which one you were talking about now.
Yeah, there's a building that's been kind of tipped over. That's pretty cool over there that Hernan built.
Nice.
So go ahead and hit Control Shift A again. Let's see what it loads for us in a new role. It's a different set.
Yeah.
There's an old church over there this time. That's pretty cool. Why don't you load up RWG Tile Country Town intersection, and we'll show them kind of like a little more of a rural space. And there's over 50 tiles and growing, so the guys can make variations of these, and then they can add more into the small, medium, large, extra large with the tags for the particular type of districts they are. So this is a little more rural space here. And if he loads up yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
So there's an old gas station, an old hotel, a bar. What's over there? Kind of a power grid, electronic. So that billboard there, you see that with the wire there is a part. So if you turn around and look at that wire-framed billboard that's behind you.
That's right here.
So go to the front of it more though, but
yeah.
So that's a part, and what it does is it says, all right, there's a chance for this billboard to be here, or it could be a different billboard, it could be nothing. There's some of the city tiles, they actually excavated giant holes with parts, which is really quite cool. So you could have a city intersection that flows through with traffic, or sometimes there's a great big gaping hole and there's a bulldozer and roadblocks, there.
So the tiles themselves are randomly, they're different. Sections of them are different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. So nothing ever gets repetitive with this new system.
Yeah, it's the permutations are off the charts. So the guys that have already played 100 hours a week, we're going to expect that you're going to play 1,000 hours now. I know I will.
Okay, well, it's not demonstrating very well, but I believe you.
We're
getting bad luck with the rolls. I have that problem.
It is. I don't know if the parts change they should in the editor.
Oh well, yeah, in the editor they probably don't. That's actually.
It just shows like one of them in the list versus a bunch.
That makes sense.
So anyway, this is a preview. In the coming weeks, there's going to be a Wednesday night stream where the guys who did all this great work here and designed all this great work are going to be showing you a lot more. They're going to load up some real worlds and show you just how cool going through cities in Random Gen is now. And the terrain looks smooth because of the stamps. The roads connect to the front of POIs. Visual artifacts there isn't hardly any visual artifacts.
Stop signs, road lines. We've never had really any of that intelligently laid out.
It loads up fast. This approach is more of a content-driven approach, and it sure saved a lot of time and has, arguably, we couldn't get any better results than this. So,
you can generate an 8K world in 4 minutes on your computer, Rick? Something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty short. It's about that.
It's a lot faster.
Pretty good computer, but yeah, it's way faster than the old version.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next category then. Anyway, there's gonna be another stream that focuses in on that, so you guys be sure to tune in on the Random Gen stream that's coming where Robert and Brad and some other guys I think might show to that one. The guys who done the most of the hard work on this, and will be here sharing their trade secrets. But yeah. Anyway, so the next feature is we have new POIs. So we have.
Do you want me to be back in there, or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind, everybody. We're back here.
So the level team is 6. We have 6 guys that work on levels now, and so you can imagine how much kind of content they have generated over this last year. A lot of it is to support this Random Gen. Like, okay, we don't have enough industrial POIs that are in the medium size or those kind of things. But there's so if you want to know this, as of this week, I compared locations from the Alpha 19. There are 145 new locations in Alpha 20 and growing. The level tool is the team is big. They're getting really proficient with it, and it's insane. There's a lot of tier 3s and 4s, and even some tier 5s that are new to Alpha 20.
Not to mention, a lot of the older POIs were updated and improved with new lighting and other blocks that we've created in the last year.
Lots of blocks. The environment team has done a lot of detailed meshes that help the look of them. So let's load up downtown _building _03 and take a look at that one, Lathan.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
And back off from that a little bit.
Over here? Ah, there we go.
Go to the front a little bit. So this is a building that has been, bombed, and it fell over sideways. And so it's a tier 4 quest. This is Hernan, who came on the team a little over a year ago. Hernan was modding the game, but he was making some great stuff on the forums, and he joined the team and has really embraced the techniques of the level leads on the team, Eric and Brad Jacobs. And he's been just doing some great stuff. This is an example of going just a little bit. I don't want to spoil too much. They're going to, in another stream, they're going to show off a bunch of levels that are new. But just going to show a little bit of like how detailed some of the spaces are.
Bear in mind the lighting doesn't look right because we're in the editor.
Yeah.
Go back outside.
I will admit I've never been in this one, so.
Go back outside and let's look at some of the destruction that's been improved. Just ghost back out or fly back out, and go to. It depends on where you're at. There's a bunch of detailed meshes for destruction and new textures, but this is a massive POI, and it's kind of bizarre because you play part of it kind of like sideways, and you're doing some platforming type of gameplay around it.
Cool.
Yeah,
but it's
really cool.
To think that this could even been done, in Alpha 17 or whatever, you're like, no, we can't do that. That's let's load up another one. Let's load up downtown _filler 11.
Super cool level there. I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, me neither.
And level designers, you guys will have to forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe this is Earl's work. And this is to fill up our new downtown. You can fly in a little bit, but it's like they're doing these kind of POIs that are sort of like a strip where it might be a combination of an apartment. This is a workout facility called Fitbox, I think. You see those bathroom stalls look really realistic.
Zombies in there, feet in there. That's great. It's like someone's using the toilets. It's creepy. If you look back, you see just the feet in there. See that?
Yeah.
So, you can see how much more realistic. Go back up to the second floor real quick.
Sure.
Or fly up to the second floor.
Is this where you want me?
Yeah, you can see like all the detail meshes that, exercise bikes, weight machines. It's the guys have just done a lot. Let's load up a big boy here, Warehouse 01. There you go.
Okay.
This is a tier 4, probably could be tier 5. It's ginormous. Back out. It's like kind of like a UPS. And you end up going through kind of that semi truck bed there, and
oh, this is nice.
Look at that.
I haven't seen this one either.
Torn sheet metal. Those are all kind of new shapes, new to this build too. All those torn holes up high.
yeah, the roof of this thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Turn around. Yeah, look at that torn sheet metal. That's all new stuff.
Yeah. Well,
That's Hernan made this one. I'm pretty sure. Let's load up another one.
Sure.
We want to show they'll be playing some of these big POIs and sharing their techniques in another stream. The level design team will be coming to another stream. Let's load up House Modern 18. This is like I don't know what this is. Hernan made this, but I'm gonna dub it El Chapo's Mansion. But
that's awesome.
That's the name now. I don't know what he thought it was, but
it's quite the spread.
It's immortalized now. I don't.
Or
Right.
Or it's Mad Mole's smaller house.
That'd be small for me. Yeah, way too small.
Just fly around and go around the backyard real quick, or the
Backyard?
backside. Yeah, just fly up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Tennis court. Yeah. Now you know why it's called El Chapo's Mansion.
Where's the cornhole?
So yeah, swimming pool, tennis court, slide. Anyway, this is tier 4. It
Cool.
should keep you advanced guys pretty busy. Now let's load up house_burnt06.
Someone's probably going to do one of those real estate fixer-up videos on this POI down the road.
Yeah, get that resale value back
Flip
up.
this house or whatever. Flip this POI. I can see it already.
I mean, it's a good neighborhood. I could see why. I mean, it's.
And this is kind of an
got good bones.
old creepy kind of Addams Family house that's been upgraded. Eric, I believe this is Eric's. You kind of see those cool round shapes that we have now. That well is round over there. There's lots of cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now let's load up apartment brick 6th floor.
That thing is cool too. I'd like to see the inside of that. Hopefully it'll spawn in my world.
Load up the 6th floor one. This one has been gotten a lot of work. Fly out, and it's.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, I saw Eric working on this one.
He's working. He's upgrading that to a tier 5. Go back out to the front of it.
That's one of those old apartment buildings, right?
Well, like,
yeah, that's the back side.
Oh.
You're on the back side. Let's show them the front.
Is this the front? Like, or is that the?
Zoom back out. Let's zoom back out.
Zoom out.
Zoom.
Like that?
Fly out. Yeah,
Backwards,
fly out. There you go.
Let's
Let's show them the
There's
composition
a delay,
here.
everybody.
That's an amazing. So this is a tier 5, and there's another tier 5. Eric's got a couple of Skunkworks tier 5s going on. I'm not sure what's going to make it in.
I always hated doing that apartment. It took like 2 hours real time minimum.
Some of the people like to play co-op and want a kind of a greater challenge. So
yeah, no.
So anyway, there's 145 and growing POIs. This 6-man level design team is just cranking stuff out. So that's. But there's another stream coming where they're going to be showing you. They'll play some of them and show you some work from every designer. Actually, about a year ago, the oldest Huenink joined us. Nick, Old Mole joined the team, and he's making levels. He used to make them for the first game, Gore, and so he came on board and he's been doing some great stuff. What do we got next?
Old Mole.
So anyway, you'll see some old mole's work in Alpha 20. So now we're gonna now Joel's gonna be showing you and talking about HD characters that have coming to Alpha 20. There's a ton of them.
Okay,
We're only going to show a few though because we're saving, let the art guys have a little bit of fun too. So
yeah, there'll be a stream where they show a lot of them. There's,
but I believe all the old zombies have been upgraded to HD that are for Alpha 20. So we're pretty much done with zombies.
and traders.
And all the traders are upgraded too. Yeah.
So since Alpha 19, there's 25 HD characters that were done since Alpha 19. So we have 4 guys. We have Brett, Joel Byington, Keanu, Reardon, Joey Struve, Koji Rigging, and Ryan Rayner doing LODs. There's basically like a 6-person team there cranking on HD characters, and they plowed through them, and they're already working on Bandits now. And finally,
character armors,
yeah, and character armors. So we got guys working on 21 already, because we have to stagger it. They can't all work on the same thing at once. But so Lathan can pull up some.
Okay, so which do you? Let me see. Let me find the characters.
Just start at the whatever and just scroll and I'll talk. That's fine.
Okay. Let's not that. Stop it. It is. Hold on. Give me just a moment. For some reason,
talk about
that is the coolest. That's the coolest character I've ever seen.
There we go. Bert Zombie.
Awesome.
So I believe Joel will work on that one. Joel Byington. Yeah, he's scary, and those are the charred ones, but then there's like ones that are on fire that are harder to kill and move quicker, if I remember right, and kind of glow. So
that's the game stage version. That
yeah.
They
so later, higher level or harder POIs, you get the flaming versions that'll probably light you on fire when they hit you and move a little quicker and be more dangerous. But yeah, these guys look scary when you see them in game. It's creepy.
So that's also part of our character team. You know, for the longest time we had Joey Struve by himself working on characters for many alphas, and we've expanded the team to deal with the fidelity our fidelity goals for 7 days and other games.
Yeah, definitely a lot more polygons and just a lot more time and care put into each model, and they look amazing. So what have you got next, Lathan?
Oh, hold on just a moment. Let's do it this way. For some reason, Photo Viewer just does not want to pop up. It's giving me so much problems.
PNGs.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it's just taking forever to pop up. I don't know why.
Okay, so yeah, the zombie dog, we remodeled him from scratch, and to the best of my knowledge, I think we've kind of redone all the animations for him too, and gave him a new rig, because the old one, I think it was just some Unity store dog that it just wasn't really working for us for long term.
Koji spent quite a bit of time animating the quadruped.
Yeah, these guys are nasty, and we all love zombie dogs, but yeah, now they really look the part and really are scary. And yeah, I ran into one testing the other day, and it gave me a lot of criticals, and it was a good old dog memory relived. I didn't die, but oh man, I was like limping out of there afterwards. It was and yeah, the visuals were just like matching the terror that I was feeling when I was getting 2 of them come running up on me. I was like, oh my god, already was limping from a broken sprained leg or whatever, and so I just had to fight it out with 2 of them. And luckily, I had a pipe shotgun and took one down, and then I switched to my club and got the other, but it was close. And then I had to bandage up because I was bleeding out. So it was good times. Yeah, he looks really cool.
What do you got next?
We
have
the drone. There it is. So we've been working a lot on the drone. It's been a lot of code, a lot of brand new code, and tweaking and testing. And not everything comes out working how you think it would. So we change a few things, but
so Tell us what the drone does for you. What is the drone?
He's basically a pack mule, and he's no longer, he's not. You can't weaponize him, but he's just a pack mule, and I believe he can heal you.
He's your
If you put
mechanical.
medical supplies into his inventory, he can heal you. He has a headlight mod you can install, and he'll kind of like follow you around and be your light source. So when you're mining, it's kind of cool having your little buddy following you around and lighting up the way in the dark caverns.
He's your mechanical. Well, he's R2D2 that flies around basically.
Pretty much, yeah. He follows you
Yeah,
around. He can carry
yeah.
stuff and heal you, but he's not weaponized, and the zombies don't attack him. We tried that for a while, and we kind of thought, this feels almost OP. Everybody's going to want the drone, and we want him specialized. So he's useful, but not OP now, and I think everybody's going to like what we've done with him. And the little teddy bear helmet, that's a mod too. It's kind of a morale booster, and I believe it affects you heal faster. I can't remember, honestly. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's something that no other buff does. I remember
We want to give a shout out to Young Hao for modeling the drone and its components. Steve Dudek for working tirelessly on his AI and the bugs associated with a follower, and Ryan Rainer for doing special effects. Those guys are, and Joel is the spearhead of the design. So that's the drone team. It's been a long effort, but we think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, no, I think part of the idea here is to build a little bit of a framework that we can build on too for other NPCs down the road, hopefully. So yeah, it's great though having especially when you're playing solo, having a little companion to follow you around, and it talks to you and says kind of funny, interesting things here and there. So it's got like a female mechanical robot voice, and I think it's kind of charming actually. It's pretty neat. I think you guys are gonna like it.
It'll heal you, and the big takeaway is it'll heal you, and it's like expand your storage capabilities.
Yeah, so you can install more storage cargo slots and sacrifice other mods. So if you want to make him a huge pack mule, you can put a cargo carrier in every mod slot, and you can carry a lot of stuff that way. But then he won't have the healing arm, and he won't have the teddy bear head and a few other things. So you can kind of decide what mods you want and customize him.
Pretty darn cool. So that's the drone. So is that it for characters? We showed two.
No.
Oh, you got another one back there.
Calm down. We got it.
All right. So,
yeah, there's a new Trader Joel model. He doesn't really look that much like me anymore, but that's fine. It's time to move on with a new look for me. And Trader Joel can immortalize my original look I had when we started working on the game. But yeah, he looks great. All new model. All new texturing.
Joel, along with the other four traders, have all gotten an HD makeover.
Yep. They're all brand new models and textures. So you guys are gonna when you first see them, and I believe we're starting to work on the trader POIs too, giving them a facelift, but that probably won't be done until 21. But we're since a player, that's kind of a key moment when the player meets a trader in the game. We're really putting effort into making them look great and upgrading their POIs, because you'll spend quite a bit of your time there.
Sure. What else we got? Is there another image? Oh
yeah, a new lumberjack zombie.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay at work.
So we removed the frost from him, so now he can appear in more biomes. He's still going to predominantly spawn in the snow biome, but he can show up probably in the forest, and in POIs. So I think just the making him a little more generalized is going to be a good move. And yeah, he looks creepy.
He does. This is I don't know if I called out every one, and I apologize if I haven't, but this was done by Keanu Rendon. He's done quite a few characters and helping on some guns now.
Yeah, it just looks fantastic. Here is a zombie nurse. We kind of made her a little more generalized looking now than the old one. And
She's not. She's no longer Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
yeah, it's no longer a cosplay nurse outfit, but more of a realistic EMT outfit. So I think a little more, immersion with this kind of change in design. But yeah, she looks fantastic. She's got a stethoscope, and I think I don't know if we're showing the zombie, but one thing we'll touch on briefly is a new kind of gore system and jiggle system. So zombies can have parts that are kind of dangling and jiggling, and I believe one of the zombies has a jaw that kind of flops around, and we've got a new gore system. But
one of them has a hand that's kind of dangling, right?
Yeah. There's a hand that's almost severed and cut off, and it's just
eyeballs
flopping around. There's eyeballs that are jiggling and hanging out of the skull, and very, very cool.
Breasts we could whatever we want, there.
Oh yeah.
By the way, how many of these are you wanting me to show? Because we have a lot more in here than I thought we would. Here's the rat.
I definitely didn't.
Is this guy going to make it in 20? Or
I think he's already in. I hope so. I think he's already in the game.
We don't have the behaviors we'd like for this guy yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen him, but
he's supposed to tear off a chunk of blob and throw it at you. So he's got a ranged attack that'll give you radiation damage. But that won't happen until 21. But I do think he's in the game, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
He might be in the game, but we're debating whether we throw him in 20 or not, even if he doesn't have all his finished behaviors.
Oh yeah, the Screamer zombie, so scary looking. That's a new Screamer.
She's getting an animated jaw and tongue, so when she screams, it opens up.
It opens up, her tongue pops out, and her jaw kind of hinges out really wide, and it looks creepy as hell. So I think you guys are going to be terrified when you see that coming.
That's Joel Byington's work. If I haven't given you guys all credit, we apologize. We're trying to spread the love because we have such a great team. These guys, they love it. They love working on 7 days, and that's a big part of our success is you fans and our team that has such a passion for this game.
Yeah, it's just amazing work. I mean, look at the jagged teeth and the cracks in his forehead. And,
Joel Byington, not Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, our new character modeler. No, we fired him. No, I'm just joking. No, Joel Byington. So we have Joel A, which is me, and Joel B, Joel Byington.
Yeah, there's two Joels.
Yeah.
One wasn't enough. We had to get another.
You got to have more Joel. There's never enough Joels on the team. If we had another Joel, we'd just be tearing this stuff
I wanted more cowbell, but we got more Joel.
More cowbell. Hey, take what you can get.
This is joking aside, Joel Byington. This is one of the creepiest I've seen in the game. There's a lot. There's 25, so the character artists are going to be in a stream to really kind of show these in-game moving around, and they're going to be showing off a new dismemberment system.
So it's going to be super cool. Very, every time. I'm not even going to talk about it, but there's randomness to it, and we're doing stuff we never ever could really do before. So it's going to look really, really disgusting, but cool at the same time. You gotta have disgusting jibs in a zombie game, don't you?
You do. It's a must.
Yeah, you do. So we have I have a few more pictures, but do you want me to show all these? We have the spider.
I think we should
hold on weapons if you want to. I think that's probably enough character stuff for now.
That's pretty good.
So go ahead.
We haven't talked about so Mr. Brad Jacobs and Alan Reeves, they've been working hard on making game staging improvements to the game, more loot balance. So we've had GameSpark's data to read some of the progression of the game, and those guys have done a lot of stuff where the game, they broke out game stage and loot stage into two things. So game stage is how high a level are you and what enemies you get, and loot stage is what kind of loot should you be getting at various stages in the game. And they added more primitive weapons to the game and tools so that you can kind of stay in that primitive stage a little bit longer. Ammo kind of has a curve to it, so you don't get a lot of ammo until later in the game when you need it more.
Yeah, that new hook that allows us to increase the quantity of supplies you get in the same loot bag as you game stage up is super cool. That way, you can find, you're really scrounging for ammo early game, but later game, when there's hordes coming and you just need way more ammo to keep up, we can give you a little bit more, and it kind of increase your reward that way.
So they've been working on that where it's not like there's some randomness to it, so you still get lucky, but you're not going to get a purple SMG on day one, and you're going to be a little more ammo starved early in the game than you are later in the game. But that's in the works, and it's those guys are working hard on that. We think the game plays better already. I'm hearing good things about that.
Plus, we're dropping pipe weapons early in the game, so you find real crude pipe-made weapons. So it allows us to give the player a firearm that they can specialize in with their perk build right away, instead of waiting. Well, what am I going to perk in? Well, you can craft, a pipe shotgun, a pipe rifle, a pipe baton, whatever kind of pipe machine gun, pipe pistol, etc. right away. So you can find ammo and craft a pipe gun usually on day 1 or 2. They're really simple to craft. They're not very powerful, but hey, a gun's a gun, and it does kill the stuff.
So this is a good segue into some HD weaponry that's been worked on, including the pipe weapons that
Perfect.
Lathan can show you some images there, and we'll let Joel talk more about those.
Okay. The first image I have is actually the chainsaw. Do you want me to go in the order that it's
you can go the pipe shotgun and then the rest, I suppose. I think
okay, let's do that.
Probably
okay, so pipe shotgun. Let's get that up there. All right.
All right, so this is the pipe shotgun, and all these new models, they all have their own custom scope, silencer, flashlight model, etc. We're no longer using generic accessories for every weapon in the game, so each one has their own. So you find a scope and maybe the icon looks the same, but if you bolt it on a shotgun, it'll look different than if you bolt it onto a rifle. And that way there's no clipping issues, the scale works right. It just looks like it was made for the weapon. Very more immersive, and just professional feeling when you grab one of these, and the sounds and the animations are clunky. Like you open this thing up to load it, and it's like it's stuck, and the guy's struggling to to get it open and get a shell in quick. And
by clunky he means it fits the apocalypse looking.
Yeah, it feels like something you hack together, in 2 hours on an old workbench somewhere or whatever on a tarp. You just put it together with old parts you could find, and it barely works, but it's cool in that regard, and that allows you to upgrade into the traditional awesome weaponry that you guys have already seen in Alpha 19 and 20, all the HD regular firearms. But yeah, this new tier of low class weaponry is just something we always wanted to do. Is just like we finally had time, but just the designs and the artistic style on these really fits the makeshift apocalypse that we always wanted to see. So I'm just super excited to play with these, and I was having a blast using the pipe shotgun the other day. It was just great.
There's 5 new pipe weapons and 6 new HD weapons, and this is the last of the HD weapons in the game. Give a shout out to the modeling team. Young Hao and Keanu have done some weapons. Shen has done some amazing concepts to drive the game forward.
There's a pipe machine gun. So you craft that right away. It looks like it has a screwdriver, that they welded on there, to cock it or whatever. And yeah, it's just very, very neat, welding rebar and random bits that they could find and old pipes, and just has a really neat homemade feeling to it. So I think we're really excited, and I think you guys are going to love these. You get
love the screwdriver on there.
yeah, just very creative use of real world items to kind of like hodgepodge a weapon together. I just love it.
Great.
And that's the lever action rifle. So this is replacing the old marksman rifle, which was too much like a high-end sniper rifle like we already had. So you're going to go from pipe rifle to the bolt action to this lever action repeater, and then finally you'll get the sniper rifle that you guys probably already had in Alpha 19, I think. So that's the upgrade chain for the rifleman. But yeah, this thing's great. I love the repeater. It looks like they used an old flashlight, for your light, and it's got a bean can on there for a silencer, which is really cool too. So just reuse of 7 days, trademarked food items for various things on these weapons, like Shotgun Messiah and the new shotgun, I believe, or the chainsaw. Well, we'll get to that soon. So very, very cool stuff. Yeah, so here's the chainsaw. I think you guys have been tired of the old chainsaw. I know I was. It's been around for 7 years or something now. So just to finally get a new badass looking chainsaw. It's all covered in blood. It's rusty. It's been repaired and taped up here and there. And like the pole has got an old bolt somebody put on there because the rubber handle broke off. And
it's got the hardware store logo on the front.
Yeah, it comes from Working Stiffs Tools, which is a POI in the game that we brand and repeat a lot as much as we can. So it feels like it belongs in the world. So yeah, super neat stuff.
What else we got?
That is the new pump shotgun. I think Keanu modeled that. So yeah, it's all brand new weapon. It looks a little more apocalyptic. The other one was just kind of a standard stock looking shotgun, and we wanted to kind of make it look like it's had some repairs done, some wear and tear, and just a little more apocalyptic look. So there's our new shotgun model.
That's the last one.
Yep, so that's all we have there for the weapons. What's next on the agenda, Rick?
We could get into environment art, some of the stuff that the guys. So
just bring back up the environment art, or do you want to?
So there's there's some new shaders. There's a new rendering, temporal anti-aliasing video option that Sean put in, and Justin helped tweak it. That looks pretty darn good. It's hard to explain how it looks. I mean, unless you've looked at other games that use that.
It sharpens up the image and it makes the textures look more distinct that are at a distance, right?
Yes. TAA is or temporal anti-aliasing is the video option you might see in some other games. Increases sharpness and graphical detail. There's a new foliage shader Sean is working with Justin on with some new plant textures. We could show you some screenshots of those. Give a shout out to Justin Hung, Noe, and Young Hao, who've all been busting it on 7 days environment art for a year. And
there's a new grass shader too that looks amazing.
Yeah. There's hundreds of new HD models that the level designers have taken advantage of that the environment artists have put together. Kits of stuff to make the world more believable. A lot of stuff that was kind of hodgepodge with blocks turned into actual 3D models that occurred in this build cycle. Lots. It's too many to explain, but Lathan is going to give you a show.
Okay, here, let me pull up the picture, everybody.
A peek at some of those. Just a few.
Again, new color dyes real quickly. You can color your bedroll and you can color your vehicles now. But we'll save that.
That's right.
Oh, well, here, I will start since you just said that. There is the bedroll.
So, yeah, you can when you place it, it has a helper, and there's a radial option to change the color. So you could put like a green bedroll down, or your friend could put a red bedroll down, and you know the difference between your bedroll and your buddy's bedroll.
And a new sweet model that Hung had made also.
Yes. So it all looks hell of a lot better. So we're just going to go over a few, but there will be a stream where the environment artists will show off a lot more and more in depth that you guys can watch and get into the details of the environment art improvements in Alpha 20.
By the way, Rick, your mic is clicking.
Oh, it's bad?
Well, it's just you're clicking a lot. Like it's something's clicking on your end.
Don't move.
Maybe it's just your chair making a noise every time you rock a little bit.
All right, so this is showing off the new grass shader and some new HD materials on the grass. The guys put in a tree shader, so the sway of the wind is timed better for trees.
Yeah, so I believe the grass and the trees all kind of blow at the same intensity now, and it just looks way cooler. And then like you used to see like when the sun was setting, there'd be like this big bright white light all over the grass, and it just kind of made a big white block on your screen. But now it kind of just hits the tips of the blades and just looks much more natural, much more realistic. And I think we've seen some updates to the individual grass blades textures since this screenshot was even taken, as far as I know. So it continues to improve every time I see it.
Somebody asked if the stones are easier to pick up, and Justin is actually pulling out small stones so they're not embedded in the texture of the ground. So,
well, now that you mentioned that, Rick, there's the tutorial. We actually put quest markers on all your first items you need to find. So your wood, your all the little stones you pick up. Nearby grass, they're all marked with little quest markers.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. We did update that.
We did it a long time ago, but it's like these guys haven't seen it yet. So it really helps new players find the resources they need to get started. And that first nest, those can be hard to see sometimes, even for veterans. So it's just really handy. It lets you get through the quest a lot quicker and get you enjoying the game.
We are giving out some keys during the stream if we hadn't said so. A reminder to everybody, and they are real.
Free stuff.
You just have to be faster than everybody else. That's all. They're not fake. You're just not fast.
So these are work in progress shots, and significant improvements have been made already to the terrain texture and the foliage. It's a new rendering technique that's applied to them, and new textures to boot. So,
yeah, it looks really, really good. I'm so happy to see that.
I can't play Alpha 19 now.
No. It's wait.
Once you play this, you can't. It's just that way.
Yeah, I just took a look at it in the editor, and then I couldn't go back to my build that didn't have the new grass anymore. It's like, no, I gotta have that new grass.
Pretty darn cool.
Okay, so the next images I have are environment art pieces. Like the light, the
sure, go right into
things like that. Okay,
go right into those.
Making sure you guys knew.
Yep. So that's a fluorescent light. Hung made that so that the guys don't have to paint a texture up there, and they can make really three-dimensional lights like this. That's really cool.
Yeah, those look great. actual like 3D recessed lighting instead of just fake 2D textured light.
So when you drink a red tea, you're going to get a real can that looks like that. Pretty darn cool. I think.
Really? I thought that was just an environment prop. Is it the player red tea? I think that'd still be the same.
All right, maybe it is. Maybe, all right.
It's on the list to replace the hand.
Sounds cool though.
All right, I spoke too soon.
Let's move on.
I believe that's Noe's work.
Look at that. That is amazing.
So the fuse box we had forever. There's a variety of these fuse boxes and switches in the game. Noe's working on those. Not only does it make the level look cooler, but Lathan snuck in some triggering codes so the level designers can make it so we can trigger objects in the game, so you can open a garage door with the switch and some other stuff like that.
So like when you get to the end of the POI, instead of having to backtrack or bust a hole in the wall to get out, you can flip a switch, and the garage door will come open, and you can exit the level. It'll be a nice convenience feature for the players.
That it goes along with the restore power quest, so now we can say when you restore the power, to a generator, then a door can open next to it or something like that.
Is that quest type going into Alpha 20?
Yes.
Restore power? Oh, nice! I haven't played it yet. I can't wait.
But
yeah,
some POIs will have it. Yeah.
Super cool.
Oh, let me go to the next one. Oh, that's just more pictures of the same. And then
that's showing some of the fuse box kit bash kit from another rendering perspective. And that's the three-dimensional switch with LED lights, and that could be used. Something like that would be likely once we're getting close to getting that in. The guys will probably put those kind of things next to garage doors to like open up a garage door to exit a level. Once you've got to the end room, scenarios like that.
So that, I believe, everybody, is the end of our kind of show and tell here. I don't think we have any more pictures. Let me get it back. We have more topics. I thought, we have more things to talk about.
There's a few things. So a lot of the third-person animation tools and ranged weapons, locomotions like strafing and stuff has been improved, so that looks better. Koji and Brian and Sheen have worked on that stuff. A lot of animation polish to animals and rigging and weighting has been improved. Joel, tell them about Feral Sense game option. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I gotta have that in my game. Okay, so Feral Sense, what that does is it's an option where you can turn up the distance in which how far zombies can detect you. So you can set it to daytime to be increased, or nighttime to be increased, or all the time to be increased. And what it does is, people always think, oh, there's not that many zombies in the game, but wow, when you turn Feral Sense on, when almost every zombie that's spawned can smell you and find you, there's a lot more zombies than you think, and it really increases the pressure. It's like, God, these guys just keep coming out of the woodwork. Where are they coming from? And and it's a great option for those who want a little more challenge, and I put them on to jog or whatever during the day and sprint at night, and man, it's like you don't even want to move at night because they're going to come out of the woodwork and surprise you. And it's a great new setting for people who want a little bit more of a challenge and a few more zombies to find them. The Feral Sense is for you.
I don't even think we've touched on all the stuff that's in 20. This is like we're glossing over.
There's a lot more stuff.
There's vehicle mods, and it's just crazy.
Wait, what did Sean just put in out of the blue?
Third seat option. So the Jeep has, we'll have 3 people can ride in the 4x4, and a guy can ride behind you on a motorcycle, maybe even a mini bike. I think you got that working too, where 2 people can ride on a mini bike. I don't know about the bicycle yet. Maybe we'll have someone sitting on the handlebars. That'd be kind of funny. But
Joel,
yeah,
you can sit on the
basically
handlebars. I'll push you.
multiple people can ride now in vehicles, which is really cool. And I mentioned it earlier, but I'll say it again: vehicle tinting, and there's a variety of vehicle mods too. Like fuel economy mod. There's one that boosts your power so you can go up hills faster and things like that. So there's a variety of vehicle mods and tinting options now. So pretty cool.
Awesome. So people want to know when A20 drops. We're getting closer. We're fixing bugs. We're going to do streams every week and continue to fix bugs. And we're pretty close to content lock at this point. Pretty close, I'd say. The guys have got, they're fixing bugs. And
before Alpha 21 and after Alpha 19, if that helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Gosh. If it's not out before Christmas, I think we're going to have to give away like 100 free keys or something on this channel.
It's
going to be out way before that.
We're going to be eating. We're going to be eating a lot of serious crow. It has to be
Halloween,
well, before Halloween, and at least experimental, I would say for sure.
Yeah.
Why don't we not say what y'all are saying right now? Why don't we just not speculate?
Just not take any risks.
You guys, as you're just slowly making that window smaller and smaller, maybe we should just wait a little bit.
Wait a minute. This company was founded on taking risks. So we're going to take a risk.
You're the boss. He said it, not me.
I don't know about
Halloween experimental, hopefully, if everything goes well. But,
I would say that's not.
We're turning off clips for this.
That's not that's not a super ambitious goal, but with game development, you never know. There's some crazy bug that takes somebody 2 weeks, 3 weeks to figure out. It could show up and certainly make us chase it. Moby Dick the white whale bug.
Hopefully not, but yeah, that could happen. So we'll see. When it's done, like we always say.
When it's done. So I think we're done with like those main topics. There's a lot more in Alpha 20.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock coming, we're gonna try to bring a stream together like this one, but it's going to go into more detail on a particular subject. We're trying to get with all the developers and figure out their schedules and when they can.
You're going to see a lot of people on here because we're going to a lot of groups, different teams or different parts of the team. It should be a lot of fun. You'll get to see a lot of good stuff. I guess if we don't have anything else, we could start answering some questions if you guys want. Now is the time for you all to ask questions. So, just let her rip.
Where's my key, bro?
Faster. That's all I can say.
Will there ever be VR? I think at the very end we're going to get VR. We'll pursue VR.
I still think it would be like Subnautica, where it's just head tracking only, because we can't redo the hands and everything. That would be a nightmare to balance, I would think.
Yeah, well, controls. We all know how making custom controls works in VR. It's usually pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
I think Subnautica lets you use the gamepad or use the keyboard and mouse, but then you look around or something like that. I think
someone was asking about radiation. That'll be in 21.
There will be a tier 3 buried supply. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Wow, they're going fast.
They are hammering away.
Somebody said something about Pharaoh Sense. Oh gosh.
Can we slow down chat just a little bit? You guys are going really fast. We said Bandits next alpha.
Bandits are being worked on quite a few models actually. We have a plan.
We have 3 tiers of each bandit, kind of like a similar motif, kind of like light, medium, and heavy. Each one will be a little more armored and a little more deadly and a little higher game stage, basically. So you kind of get used to a certain guy, but he's gonna, be outfitted with better weapons and heavier looks in his armor as they upgrade.
Well, there'll be a story. Story is, well, there's a trader to trader progression that's improved in 20. But more of the story bits, we have an animated intro and more quest plans for the main 2 faction leads, if you will. That stuff is going to be happening in future 21.
Yeah, the story is pretty cool. We've got a prototype of the storyboard I just saw the other day, and it's looking really good. We hired a professional voice actor, and yeah, it's going to be great when it's finished. But it really just sets the mood when you load the game. It'll play the intro video. Pretty neat stuff. Exciting to be working on, finishing pieces and kind of getting into the polish phase of the game and seeing everything looking this good. It really is cool and rewarding feeling.
Are we going to do bosses in the game? Well, we do bosses, and we've been kicking around an idea of bosses that spawn with hand items. And
and that example would be like the snow zombie or lumberjack. First tier 1 might just use his hands to attack you, and then they would have a higher tiered one would have like a fire axe, and the top tier radiated one would come at you with a chainsaw.
That's awesome. We want to do that type of stuff in 7 days to give the game a lot of headroom for game staging.
Yeah, that way late game, it just gets nastier and nastier instead of, just have a more natural and really long progression. So you just see a larger variety of enemies and behaviors.
Stripper zombies. Oh, well, there's a nightclub girl. Yeah, more like party girl. She's
Didn't she ship in 19?
Yeah, she's in.
Yeah.
Performance. Yeah, performance is I think as good as 19, maybe better, because we've done a lot of stuff to reduce stress on too many events ticking on a single tick in the game, and they're spread out across multiple frames. Sean has been doing a lot of stuff there, which reduces spikes.
Someone asked if block IDs are going to change. Probably yes, but didn't Alec write a conversion tool he's going to release to modders so that they can convert their old maps that they made?
That's my understanding.
Yeah, so we've got you guys back on that one.
Will there be an experimental for? Yes, there will be an experimental for A20.
Yeah.
And that's the one that's has a chance to make it before Halloween.
Skin store? Why are you buying skin? That seems weird.
When will the Duke show his face? Possibly A21.
The Duke is going to make an appearance. He's going to show it.
He's in the intro video. I'll spoil that much.
He's going to rear his ugly head.
Are you planning on balancing trading / questing? Yes. But that's probably going to be 21. We have a plan for making the traders match more towards the loot progression, but we don't have time to do it in this.
Yeah, so we have a game stage, and we decoupled loot stage from game stage, and it's basically game stage with a modifier. But we want to do what's called sales stage, so that what's available at the trader also is kind of can go along with what you can loot and be slightly better than what you can loot. So there's always something kind of cooler to buy than what you might be able to get and loot at your particular stage. And as Lathan said, that's a 21 feature. Decorating and color textures. There's lots of new decorations. There's helpers with lots of furniture. A shape menu, if you missed it, that is 1,200 blocks of craziness. Yeah, you'll have to rewatch the video when we post it on that section if you hadn't. Has the zombie AI been proved? They crawl under stuff, don't they?
Yeah,
don't
they crawl under stuff now.
They duck under.
They're nasty.
They duck under low-hanging blocks. Basically, they can duck under them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they'll get to you a lot quicker since they don't have to jump or break certain things now.
When you guys go to console with the new, would it be the new consoles? We're going to target the new consoles. We're going to try to make it backport to the old consoles. We have a lot of video options. We think we can make it work on the old consoles too. But and we do. Our dream is to have it cross-play between multiple stores. You know, it would be PlayStation, Xbox, other stores too, possibly the Epic Store or Microsoft Store, all cross-played with dedicated servers. So when it does come back to console, we want that console guys to have a dedicated server experience as well, which is persistent service. So you can play long games for a couple of months like the PC guys do.
Guys, we're not giving any dates. Yeah, we're just not doing any dates. So y'all can keep asking, but we don't really have any to give. So
just know that when we start doing these streams, we feel like we're playtesting and we're getting closer.
Yeah, I mean,
but
we're
it's
at the end of the road, but we don't know where the end is exactly, so we can't. Yeah, so I mean, y'all can keep asking, but
before Christmas,
not going to change. So
it'll be under the Christmas tree for sure.
Did you remember to tierify the stun baton? Well, there's a pipe baton now that you can craft on day one.
Yeah. Zombies should not be able to climb ladders? I think they should.
Says who?
We're the experts of zombies here. I don't know what you know.
What fun would that be? All you have to do is get to the second floor and they can't get you.
Craft a ladder and it's game over.
Just like two ladders up and just sit up there.
Playthrough by Mad Mole. Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably be streaming some playing, but yeah, maybe
I believe the three of us are going to, after we get through some of the dev streams, are going to be doing some playthrough streams.
Yeah.
Vehicles, a pop and pills factory they're actually. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but that is one of Eric's secret skunkwork projects, a tier 5 pop and pills factory. Yeah.
Speaking of pills and like medication, you get infected a lot more, and the chance to get honey from a tree stump is drastically reduced. I think I got infected, and I had to chop about 6 or 7 tree stumps down just to find one little jar of honey, and and it wasn't even enough to cure my infection. So then I went to having more trees. It was like I spent a whole day just chopping trees down trying to get rid of infection. So infection is a real problem in the new build. So it's a little more. There's less food, and just overall, it's feeling harder and more survival-like than it has for quite a while. Pretty cool.
So you guys are asking about console. We're talking to several companies as porting partners, and we're evaluating how easy it will be to bring the current version of the game to console. So it's going to happen. We're not saying it won't happen. We are saying it will happen. But it's easier to do when the game is in a content locked, finished state versus when it's in flux.
Are you guys Vikings? You look like Northmen. We are Danish, so very close to Viking ancestry.
Actually,
Yes, there will be a
actually Dutch.
Dutch, isn't that the same thing as Danish?
It is not the same thing. I thought so too, but I was wrong.
All right, well, we're Dutchmen. That don't speak Dutch.
That's right. We are Dutch.
Satins, we're just not sure.
What?
I got my Viking.
No, just asking about dates again.
What is Lathan?
Oh, who knows? Just so many things. No.
Oh, we've got an axe.
Yes, Ghoulie girls.
Gotta have an axe for a Viking, right?
In Alpha 20, there will be a voting system for the Twitch integration. So I've been showing it on the other streams during the week. So if you come back on Friday, Sunday, and Monday, you'll see it.
Lathan, can you play that one video and not say anything? Not tell him anything?
Wait, play which video? What?
Play the little video that Brian sent, but don't say anything else.
Oh, come on. No, we're not showing it. Come on. Stop it. Stop it.
Come on.
And
Aww.
Spoiler Rick here. Come on. They need to see it
gosh.
in the full force.
That's true.
Come on.
What video? I'm intrigued.
So
if I show it, then they'll just know. I mean, it will.
They might know.
No, it's not a might. It's not a might. It's very obvious what it is. Man,
what about
Rick is
what
the
about
worst with spoilers?
What about Raider's dismemberment video? That one. Can we show that?
Oh yeah,
sure.
Dismemberment.
I don't have it. Whereas, yeah, that one might be a little harder to. Let's see where my Skype is. Oh, good. It's over there.
Is it in there?
Find it. I mean, it's somewhere in here. I just gotta find it.
It's in the art. It's in the art thread. We're gonna have to dig.
Okay.
Be patient. Joel, tell him a story.
Yeah, tell him a story, Joel. It's your turn.
The BB gun story.
I mean,
I don't know.
You do you. You tell him whatever.
Nick tells that.
I'll tell him a different BB gun story. The one where you shot me in the butt with a BB gun when I was riding my bike. That's a different BB gun story.
We could do that too. Somebody asked about the spider zombie, and the spider zombie actually.
We got a new model. But Lathan didn't show it. I sent the video.
I can show it.
Yeah, let's show.
I asked you guys if you wanted.
All right, it's fine. We're running out of stuff to talk about. So
Okay. Just here. It's gonna cover you guys up. Here, let's.
I'm looking for the.
There it is, everybody.
Oh.
All its glory.
So the old one, the Kickstarter backer Tom Clark, his model got converted into more of like a Gen Pop zombie, and we thought the spider zombie should be a little more mutated.
Terrifying.
Yeah, he's special if he can climb. You know, he's got extent claws. He's got a really creepy mouth. I had a breakout meeting with Brett on how I wanted to make those teeth flare out, and he just nailed it. It looks so creepy. So I think you guys are gonna like that. It'll look way scarier in game lighting. This is just like no lighting, 3D modeler render.
Yeah, his jaw does a special animation, right? It kind of opens up.
Yeah, his mandible pops way open, and I think his tongue pops out, and it's very cool.
I don't know if I can find that dismemberment.
Actually, I couldn't find it. You said it was in the art thread. I didn't see it.
It's buried in the art thread somewhere back about.
Yeah, maybe a few weeks ago.
A month ago or something.
We posted real quick.
There, I showed Tom Clark.
There he is. HD. I like him. Too much cool stuff. I don't know if I can find that.
Well, there.
Problem.
How about this? I showed the white.
Yeah, there's the new white. He looks.
Oh yeah, he looks great.
You do not want to run
That's
into this
probably
cage.
enough to show off.
Yeah, that'll give him nightmares. Good job.
Yeah. We already showed him the spider. Then we
Hand
showed
on
him
right there.
this.
The last thing you see is this scary guy. Man, it's awesome looking. I think didn't Brett make that one? I think Brett did.
I think he did.
Yeah.
He kind of specializes in gore, and yeah, he does a really good job on those kind of things. So that looks like his work to me.
He's good at kind of decayed, mutated kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's his kind of specialty.
Hey, come on back.
Oh, I think
doesn't
he
want to pop back up. Yeah, hold
I
on.
didn't want to sleep tonight anyway.
It's fine. There we are.
It's just under your pillow and around the corner.
Okay.
I don't think I can find that thread. Sorry.
It's fine.
We'll
We're going to show it on the 9th.
It'll get
Yeah.
It'll get showed in real time in a coming stream.
Yeah.
So what are the questions? What are the questions we have? We have like I guess we have about 15 more minutes. Unless we go long.
We can go as long as you guys want.
Go long. Put me in, coach.
I'm so scared of this game now. It's going to be okay.
A lot of the
Someone farming. I think there's some new. Alan made some new. The old ones are still there, but there's new farming plots that look really cool. They're kind of elevated off the ground and a little fancier trim on them and stuff. They look really nice. You guys are gonna like those.
There are lots of farm POIs. I will tell you that. You guys have
New ones, yeah, new ones too.
Lots of them actually, because they're on the outskirts of random gen and rural, so they've been busting out the farms.
I don't think there's any new zombie audio. People are asking if there's new zombie audio. I think it's all the sounds are the same there.
Yeah.
How many new POIs will there be in total for A20 that you saw that?
It's 145 currently, and it'll probably be more like I suspect more like about 170 by the time it ships, because it's a low risk thing to add it, when we're fixing other bugs.
Someone's asking about more paint. We're not avoiding the question. It's just there's no new paint. There's only a certain number of paints that the engine is allowed to render, and we're probably already at that limit. So
I think we reduced a few things, so there might be a couple new ones.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get rid of the beer sign and make a model version of that, and that opens up that texture could be available for a new paint. So we just have to clean out some old stuff and make it into a 3D model version, and then those paints become available. So there should be some new by 21.
So the knuckle rub massage parlor, that didn't actually happen yet. It should have. It should happen though. I'll just mention it in the stream, and Hernan will make it happen. I'm sure Hernan or Earl will probably make it happen in the next build before the end of the build cycle here.
That's how Lathan lost all his hair. We gave him too many knuckle rubs.
True story, everybody. True story. That's what did it. They were like, "Good job, Lathan," and just
good job.
That's yeah.
They give you the Benny Hill pat.
Oh, let's see what other questions.
No changes to electricity, everybody.
Oh, except Mr. Young Howe, I believe, made a better wire snipper.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, new article.
Yeah. Someone was talking about the font crates. We do have new designs. That'll be in 21 though, but we're going to have all new player storage with better signage on it. They're going to look really cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. What else we got here?
I don't know if we're going to have more pre-gen maps. I mean,
probably new ones for sure.
New ones, but like I think it'll be the same number, right?
Yeah, probably about 3 different.
Well, the speed of it, I think, hopefully will help.
Maybe people won't even need the pre-gen because it's so much faster.
I think part of the reason is we did that is when some of the people with lower end systems, when they generated maps in 19, the system might either would take really long or the system might not be able to handle it occasionally.
Plus, it was a curated map that was pretty decent too, so that might be a benefit. Here's a cool random world you can play.
We'll probably update those to new ones and support that. If we find that we don't need it anymore because it works for everybody, which is a very good chance with this version, but yeah, we're going to keep supporting it for now. Some gunplay with new weapons. Yeah. So the next stream, guys, is not going to be glossing over features. It'll be taking a particular feature or two and diving deeper and showing you a lot about it. So all the subsequent
in-depth.
The subsequent streams are going to cover a lot more detail on particular topics.
We're not sure which one is the next stream, though. Like, we know we'll announce on Friday.
We'll have an idea. We'll pick one, and we'll let you know what's gonna cover. And
I'll be here, everybody.
He'll be here, and Joel or myself might drop in. Depending on the group, if. Can passengers, weapons, and vehicles? Not yet. No, that's just you can ride along and you can be a passenger.
You're not walking.
Yeah, you can be a passenger. Animal husbandry. Chickens, at least. There's some POI chicken. There's some chicken coop POIs in some of the new farms I know, but it doesn't include husbandry. You can sit there and look at a chicken trapped inside of a chicken coop, but not actually raising chickens, which I think is no Back for Blood zombie audio. We don't. Why would we want to copy Back for Blood? I think they want to copy us.
I think they want to copy Left 4 Dead.
HD Soldier, there's an HD Soldier. We didn't show them.
They want to copy Left 4 Dead.
It's a good game. I mean, I played it. It was good.
It's pretty good. If you like 1998 gameplay.
Let's see. What else? Any new animals planned? I don't think
so.
Probably not taming pets or animals.
Passenger in a gyrocopter. I'd like to see probably a new HD gyrocopter model with an expanded seat model before we did that, probably.
They want to see you load a new game, and maybe you can just run around in one random gen world for 10 seconds. show off the grass.
You were terrible about spoilers. We said we weren't doing it.
The new grass is
just show them something. Why am I the one who's keeping them? You're making me the bad guy here.
I'm trying to give.
Rick's like, I just want you to see the whole thing. Lathan's just being a jerk. I want you to see everything. Lathan said no, like he's the boss.
Blame it on your potato computer.
Yeah, that's what it is. My computer can't handle it, everybody.
I'm going to play the blues till you load it up.
We don't even have it in a Steam build yet.
It's turned into a music stream, everybody.
You gonna load up a game?
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, he's holding out. I can't even make him do it. A new game song.
Isn't probably the next stream the one that we're showing all of it?
Get the grass level, Lathan.
Show us your grass? No, I can't do it.
There
My
we go.
potato
That's it.
computer can't handle it, everybody.
Hold on a minute. Lathan needs a knuckle rub because he's not loading the game up. Joel, give him a knuckle rub. Give him a virtual knuckle rub.
That didn't work. Hold on. We tried this before. It's very awkward trying to get the two things to match up. Do Arnold voice. That's what
1 second
Get
here.
to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Somebody, you got really big. Oh, because
one second. Hold on 1 second. I need to refill my drink while Lathan's loading up a level.
So everybody, I want to bring this up. Before we started this, it's like, hey, let's not show that much. Let's just show a little bit. And then you'll notice that during this, Rick has now been like, hey, why don't you show this? Why don't you show this? Oh no, the game won't load up, Rick. Sorry. Let's see. You got the same shirt? Someone should post a link of where to get this shirt, everybody. This is...
Speaking
of
of
see it anyway, give us something to dream about. I can pull back up the...
Speaking of merch,
spiders on it.
These bad boys shipped not long ago. This is the big mouse pad.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I can show my
So
green screen's making it a little weird though.
Justin worked on the box art image. Desiree worked on getting product out and the logistics of it. There's other stuff coming. We're having more coasters and some other type of stuff that's coming out.
Blackstrap coffee mug. That would be awesome, actually. We should do that one.
Yeah.
Getting traction already. I like that idea. Glad I thought of it.
Somebody wants
Desiree
bring
did
back-
say she wanted to be on the stream and talk about stuff. I don't know if she's still in chat, but she did say she wanted to come in and talk about merch and stuff.
All right. So next stream, she's got to show up.
We'll have to load her. You get her in here. So
We're going to have to hold her to that.
I don't know if she's here. It doesn't have the same effect if she's not in chat, everybody.
Yeah. So did the keys all go out? What happened with the keys?
I don't know. Are all the keys done? Are we keyed out? Did everybody get their keys?
Rick's
I didn't get one. Roland, we had to take yours away.
Where's my key, bro? Bring back the zombie.
They all went out. There's no more keys.
Titties, yo.
Zombie titty, yo.
Bring back the zombie titties, yo.
Bring back the
Roland
zombie.
needs more keys.
Roland needs more keys.
He doesn't.
Does he?
My key bro 2.0.
I had a net package. Ah. There is some crazy stuff going on. Twitch integration, right? Can you tell them anything about that? You've been showing some.
I've been showing a lot of it. We have new votes. We have the Horde votes. We had the Celebrate, which you all saw. We posted on Twitter. You know, the confetti popper whenever you kill zombies.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
And then the big head. We did show the big head.
Oh, you showed the big heads already?
Yeah,
Big head.
they saw the big head.
Big head.
And we will hopefully next week, maybe on Monday, we'll have something to show that Rick keeps trying to get me to spoil.
That's right.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Speaking of big heads.
We should be doing more testing on the Twitch integration. So if you want to come see the new stuff, the Celebrate, the Big Head, the votes, I should be doing it Friday. Let's see. What else?
In the next game, my likeness is going to be in the next game. There we go. That's better. Can't have a cowboy hat and a headset. It just doesn't work.
No.
Yeah. That's why I needed a different rig.
Yeah, the headset really does mess things up.
Oh, Lathan, I like it. Are you trying to hint at something coming?
No, stop spoiling.
That's not a spoiler. That is that's an Easter egg hint. How is that a spoiler? How is that a spoiler?
Well, actually, it's not, because it's not what you all think it is. Because you think it's because the hat was on my head. And that's not what it was. It's related somehow to it, if that makes sense. Actually, I've been asking for Pimp Zombies for I don't know how long. So if it was that, I'd be cheering, going, yes, we got the Pimp Zombie finally. So
the Pimp Zombie.
I really want a Pimp Zombie. I think that should be a rare spawn zombie. That if you kill it, you get a bunch of dukes, but it doesn't happen very often at all. Like the different gold creatures in games where they're very random, but then you kill them and it, loot goes everywhere. That's what I want.
I do too. So 1103.
Getting late.
What is our favorite new feature? The new random gen actually is
probably
kind of stealing the show. I'd have to say, but there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, tons of great things. The game as a whole is just playing really cool. I'm so excited. I even did a build a couple months ago, and it was already pretty good then. So it's really getting sweet now.
For sure.
Are there any surprises? No, none whatsoever.
There's some surprises.
None. Just
there's going to be a surprise in this Twitch coming soon.
Yes.
Oh yeah! Don't forget to tell them about the.
Don't forget to tell them about the.
Did you hear? Did I cut out or something? I mean, did you tell them about the?
Sorry, everybody. I had to mute them. They just can't do this.
Was you muted or did you just stop talking?
I had to. I'm sorry. It had to happen, everybody. I have a button now where I can mute them.
You just cut me out right when I tell them about.
Everybody's unfollowing now. That guy's a jerk. He won't let them tell us the cool stuff.
Yeah.
You trolls, LOL.
I tried to let the cat out of the bag, but Lathan keeps cutting me off.
Sorry, everybody. Oh, man.
A link for the 7-day mouse pads. Oh, do we have a link for that?
Is that not linked on the other merch? Maybe we need to talk to Desiree about that.
Well, hold on. If you go to Twitter, you might have seen it.
Oh, you did share links? Okay. No, they... And look, they got it.
Nice. Right on. So there is a top secret thing going on. We've had about, 9 developers of our 60 that are working on a secret Unreal project. It's
I can't actually mute him, everybody. So whatever he says, he's saying.
It's been it's a Skunkworks team that's kind of like doing some really cool stuff in Unreal. Yeah, those guys are they're fun pimps, but they're over here doing some cool stuff over here. We're excited about that. When we're able to pre-order the game, that's when we'll announce, but we can't until then. So
yes, the Duke exists, and you will get to stand up to him.
yeah, but watch out. He's pretty tall. Will the skill perk tree be revised and changed? It's being balanced some still. Anyway.
I don't think there's any change to the death penalty.
No, but we were talking about, and what we'd like to do eventually maybe is put in an option so that some of the debuffs persist through death, so you can't just completely get out of jail free key when you die, you know. So as an option, you'd be able to turn that on and persistent death effects, and maybe, you know, keep a sprained leg and, you know, some hunger and things like that.
This option?
Yeah, as an option, I think that would be pretty cool.
Where did it go? When does Lathan get a decent POI? That's a good question.
Lathan hardware? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. I guess they were wondering when Lathan gets an awesome POI. That's
I was gonna tell the guys to kind of make this little vacant lot that just had like an outhouse on it.
Oh jeez.
Or another disjunct giant skyscraper. One of the two things will happen there. But what do you guys think he deserves?
They're gonna say the outhouse.
Lathan's honey pots.
Whoa.
Oh. Lathan's lavatory.
I could give him my old tombstone and be Lathan instead of me.
Oh, I wouldn't want to take that from you.
A turkey farm. Lathan's turkey farm. Barbershop. That makes sense. Lathan's barbershop. Peace and environmental clutter. Rad clothing, yeah. When radiation makes it into the game, well, we're gonna have to make radiation resistant clothing, and
there's particular outfits that have radiation resistance built into them as part of their perks. But you can also probably put in, you know, radiation mod so that your armor of choice, you could still get some radiation protection.
It'd be great.
Nukes. I don't know.
Lathan's pimp apparel.
I mean, that works, I guess. I mean, I could be okay with that.
Do we have any more keys?
No, we are.
We use the keys.
Have been given.
All right.
We've got as time as any to call it a night, I think.
Yeah, we've hit our 2-hour mark now. So we will announce what next Wednesday's stream is. Hopefully Friday. So you guys will have an idea what that's going to be, and you can take a more in-depth look at some of the features we talked about tonight. We thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for hosting, Lathan. Thanks for coming, Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Yeah.
We'll after some of these subsequent dev streams, we're going to be scheduling some playthroughs, and Joel and Lathan and I are going to dig in and play a game together. I'm sure before.
Oh yeah.
before A20 drops in experimental. So
thank you everyone for coming to watch us. This is awesome. We had a big turnout. Really great. Couldn't do it without you.
Big turnout tonight. Actually, we had over 2,500 earlier.
Yeah, no, this has been great.
So the stream will be cut into a video and posted on Fun Pimp's YouTube channel in a couple days or tomorrow sometime, whenever it gets our folks get around to it.
The rules are that I think we have to wait 24 hours before we post it on YouTube from Twitch. I think that's something that they either that's always been the case, and I didn't know, or so it'll be a day later. Everybody,
sometime, yeah. But
Friday
we'll post a link so that if you missed it and you wanted to rewatch, some blurbs and some secrets that were divulged, you can.
Leisure suits, leisure suit Lathans.
And if you want, you can rewind back to when Joel was muted, so you can try and figure out what he was saying.
That's right.
You might be able to get it. If you can.
I'll tell you one more time. It was when we went.
I'm too fast for you. That's.
Do you really have a mute key, or is Joel just really good at making silence?
If that was the case, I would have muted you if you. No, I do not have a mute key. But I am going to invest in that for the next.
It was a good troll.
Oh, it was. Lathan's Food Bar, Prime Buffet. I like it.
Ooh. That'll be the source. Everybody goes.
Has a pretty good ring to it.
Prime Buffet. I like that. That's like
Prime Buffet.
Rip. Now you're making me hungry.
Joel Biden.
So Joel Byington is going to never live that one down now.
Nope. Okay, so
add a grass cutting. Oh, grass cutter. Anyway, we're going to head out. Thank y'all for coming. Lathan's probably going to.
Yeah, I'm going to send this on to someone else.
Some lucky recipient is going to get a bunch of people.
Let's see.
Look for every Wednesday 9 p.m. until 8:20 drops in experimental. We're going to be doing a stream, so look for that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.